Welcome to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up, area soccer. Hello and welcome to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. Coming up, the Panthers won their home track meet, but first, today's top stories. Washington City Council members have approved lists of events to be held in the city over the next 2 years, including the 2023 Farmers Market and Flightline Live concert. The market will feature 2 food trucks throughout the 22-week season and expanded book giveaway programs for kids. The Flightline Live concert, part of the 76-year-old Ridiculous Days celebration, will see the beverage garden move slightly closer to the central fountain after a dispute between the chamber and the council over whether a snow fence or warning signs should be used to prevent alcohol consumption. The list also includes the Marion Avenue Baptist Church's Our Time Youth Conference and the Spring and Fall Craft Fairs, the Summer Concert Series, and the Summer Classic and the Tour of Homes in 2024 and 2025. The James Darren Boatman, former president of the United Food and Commercial Workers, or the UFCW, Local 617 Union, has been sentenced to 24 months in prison and 3 years of supervised release for embezzlement and theft of union assets. Boatman, 53, set up a credit card in the union's name without authorization and used it for personal expenses, including vacations to Florida, vehicle repairs, and attorney representation for an unrelated matter. He also wrote checks from union funds to cover personal expenses and pay himself for unauthorized lost time he claimed was spent conducting union business. Bowman pleaded guilty and agreed to pay $74,231.34 in restitution to the union. The UFCW Local 617 representative represents workers at the Conagra plant in Fort Madison. The United States Department of Labor and Office of Labor Management Standards investigated the case. The Cradle of Hope Pregnancy Center held its annual banquet on the Faith Christian Outreach Church, where they updated 350 guests on their progress, goals, and requested donations. The center's executive director, Peggy Knutson, said an overview of the center's 17 years of operation and its expansion into providing education, resources, and support for pregnant women beyond their pregnancy. The Cradle of Hope Center's latest goal is to open a mother's home to provide advocacy, growth plans, and curriculum to pregnant or young mothers to grow, heal, and obtain their goals. However, after looking at over 35 homes in the last year, Knutson has yet to find a location for the mother's home. Despite not finding a home yet, the center has continued to grow and expand, offering more educational classes and seeing a growing number of clients. Knutson expressed confidence that the mother's home would happen later this year. The Washington Fire Department recently conducted training on how to extinguish electrical car fires. Fire Chief Brandon DeLong explained that the electrical car fires are more hazardous than non-electric fires because the batteries keep reigniting and require tons of water to extinguish. DeLong said some departments resort to digging holes to put the car in and then filling the hole with water. Non-electric car fires require only a little bit of water to extinguish, and often firefighters will extinguish them with foam. However, foam doesn't work on fires in electric cars. The fire department has not yet had to extinguish a fire in an electric car yet, but DeLong said it's important to be prepared, especially if an electric car catches fire in a garage. The department is also looking for funding to purchase a Lucas device that performs automated compressions on a patient's chest as part of CPR, and to buy a rescue boat for water-related calls. Middle school students at Mount Pleasant Middle School were treated to an unusual assembly on Monday when motivational speaker Joe Fingerhut was brought in to speak. Fingerhut, a renowned author and international speaker, encouraged students to change their mindset from "I can't" to "How can I?" and taught them about the 7 habits of successful people, growth mindset, leadership, making good choices, and representing others. He did this in an engaging and unique way, inviting students to try riding a unicycle and leading them in silly dance moves. Fingerhut's message to the student was to believe in themselves and their dreams and not let anyone discourage them. The assembly was made possible through the hard work of the Middle School Student Council, who partnered with several local businesses in the Mount Pleasant Chamber to bring Fingerhut to their school. The Washington Chamber of Commerce is thanking its volunteers and encouraging others to join in for Volunteer Appreciation Week. The Chamber provides various volunteering opportunities to those interested in giving back to their community. One such opportunity is volunteering at the Chamber's Welcome Center. Volunteers are responsible for welcoming visitors to the community and letting them know how happy the town is to have them. The Chamber thanks its Welcome Center volunteers Pam Green, Becky Patterson, Jolene Colders, Isla Ernest, Margaret Zaglovsky, Millie Youngquist, Joe Ross, Gary Murphy, Clyde Pierce, Kelly Strucker, and Bernice Darby for their valuable contributions. The Chamber is seeking community-driven individuals who enjoy light reception work and love the town for volunteering. Those interested can contact Michaela Schlechta, the outreach coordinator, at 319-653-3272 or michaela@washingtoniowa.org. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at the weather and sports.
Since 1905, Kelowna Cooperative Technology Company has helped our community stay connected with the latest advancements in clear, dependable telecommunications services. KCTC provides rural Iowans with access to high-speed fiber internet, as well as phone, television, computer repair, and cybersecurity solutions. We're also proud supporters of local organizations and area schools within the community. KCTC, keeping Kelowna connected.
At the Capper Auto Group, we put our customers' needs first and understand that everyone is as different as the vehicle they select. We offer new Ford, Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, Jeep, Chrysler, Dodge, and Ram vehicles in a friendly environment that puts you in the driver's seat. When it comes to service, we maintain factory-trained technicians and competitive pricing. The Capper Auto Group still believes that service after the sale provides the best customer experience. Come see the Capper experience for yourself.
Hospice isn't a place, it's a type of care that focuses on living. Servicing a 7-county area, the Hospice of Washington County staff of nurses, social work, hospice aides, spiritual and grief support, volunteers, music and massage therapists are able to provide free end-of-life care where the patient lives. We write wills, give consent for organ donation, but rarely is there a plan for what we would want the final phase of our lives. At Hospice of Washington County, we encourage our patients to be in charge of their healthcare decisions while maintaining quality of life.
Tammy takes the time and has the personal interest in each one of us. I don't worry about what's going to happen because I know my policy is taken care of.
She pulls what I need and puts it together, which is the program I get from her.
Every year she calls around September or so and says, there's changes again, and I'm going to do the best thing for you. It's been perfect. She does a great job.
Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. We have your 5-day forecast coming up, but first, obituaries. Connie Holt Moon, formerly Mount Pleasant, passed away on March 19th at the age of 73. That was obituaries. It is now time for your 5-day forecast. Today, it has been storming with a high of 70 degrees and a low of 38. Tomorrow, temperatures will fall to 59 degrees with mostly sunny skies and high winds. Looking at the weekend, it'll be 47 degrees and cloudy on Saturday. It will start to warm up and be 53 and mostly sunny on Sunday. And finally, it'll be 59 and mostly cloudy. Finally, on Monday, it'll be 59 and mostly cloudy. We're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, we'll take a look at sports. Federation Bank is a locally owned bank providing award-winning customer service. We believe that we are more than just a federation of banks, but a federation of communities, serving Brighton, Richland, Wellman, and Washington, Iowa. Federation Bank's highly skilled staff is here to make sure you are able to accomplish your personal and professional goals, whatever they may be. Federation Bank, your family bank. Family owned and operated by Andy and Sarah Ross. Ross Auto has been your vehicle repair and maintenance headquarters since 1935. We specialize in all makes of cars and light-duty trucks. With our variety of available services, let us help you keep rolling and your vehicle operating efficiently. Services include general auto repair, alignments, brakes, fuel injection, and more. Schedule your appointment today at 319-653-5656. That's 319-653-5656. Welcome back to Newsbreak. I'm your host, Nick Steffens. It is now time for sports.
And now, sports. Brought to you by Fairway.
They're called the Panther Relays because the meet is hosted in Mount Pleasant, but the tournament could have had a double meeting on Tuesday. Both Mount Pleasant and Pekin took first in the 2023 Panther Co-Ed meet. Mount Pleasant beat Williamsburg by just 7 points in Class A, and Pekin won by 60 in Class B. On the boys' side, the Mount Pleasant Panthers didn't quite have enough to get past Williamsburg, who won the meet by 12. The Mount Pleasant girls racked up the wins, scooping up 6 individually and 1 in the relays. Andy Scott took the 200-meter dash, and Micah Carter won the 400-meter dash, and Abby Carthy took the 800 to give the Panthers 3 individual wins on the track. In the field, Josie Gilmore gave Mount Pleasant a win with a high jump of 5 foot even. Elsie Lang leapt 15 feet 6.75 inches in the long jump, and Ella Ensminger launched the shot put 15 feet 6.75 inches. The Mount Pleasant distance medley team of Olivia McCormick, Courtney Raub, Lang, and Carthy also won. Washington had 1 win in the Class A girls events. The 4x8 team of Grace Voss, Kendall Hendrickson, Lauren Horak, and Iris Dahl also won. The Mount Pleasant boys had a pair of double winners on the day. One of those was Avon Trung, who won the 200-meter dash, and he also won the long jump. Will Davidson won the 110-meter high hurdles and the 400-meter hurdles. Also winning for Mount Pleasant was the shuttle hurdle team of Bryce Wilson, Avon Trung, Gavin Kerr, and Will Davidson. Washington had a double winner in thrower Braden Hartman. He took the shot put and the discus with a throw of 139 feet 6 inches. Micah Reese won the 3200 in the distance medley team of Ethan Patterson, Cameron Vongpana, Alec Ulan, and Logan McDoyle also won. That's the news for Southeast Iowa. I've been your host, Nick Steffens. This has been